So we're in Perry, Kansas, starting a pond construction project paired with a little bit of clearing. So backstory behind these clients of ours is they are moving from Omaha, Nebraska down here, and they've been searching all over for some land kind of in this area. I believe it's close to some family and they wanted to get a little bit closer. One thing that was important to them is they had to have a beautiful pond on their property. So they found a property that has a pond on it. However, it leaks a little bit, so it doesn't stay full all the time. He wanted to add on a pond. The property flowed perfectly to add in a 3-acre pond onto it. Now, one interesting thing about that 3-acre pond is once it's installed, you can't really see it from the house. And that's one thing that was important here, was being able to capture that view of the pond. So one other thing we're going to do on this project is clear out all the trees within the line of sight of the house to the pond. That way they can just walk out right on the deck or right on their back patio and enjoy that view of that beautiful 3-acre pond. So we're doing test holes on this property. We've done about 6 so far, and test holes are our ways of determining if a property is going to have good enough dirt to actually build a pond. We'll get more into that in a different video, but so far these 2 holes right here, it doesn't look like this area is going to seal too terribly well right now. We've hit rock. However, the 4 other test holes we've done, we've hit really good clay. So we'll just have to work around this one area here. This pond will have a few quirks. It'll make it just as unique as the property. We're gonna get a pond. So we did, I want to say 13 to 15 test holes, and we found clay on almost all of them except 2 where we found a rock, and one was a little bit of a shale mixture. The other one was just straight a limestone shelf. And what we found after examining the creek and examining the other test holes is there's just a weird limestone shelf that just pops up right in the middle of this pond project. Just one little quirk about the project, and shouldn't be too much of an issue. An additional item we're adding onto this pond is a peninsula. So along with that, we had one area of this pond that was going to be quite shallow, and we found some rock in our test holes. We decided, hey, let's just stick a peninsula out right over that. That way we minimize any seepage through that rock. We kind of get rid of that obstacle and create one landform that goes out there where you can walk out and essentially be surrounded by water. We're on a clearing project right now, prepping for a pond. This is more so clearing to improve the sight and the view of this pond, which is pretty spectacular. Let me show you what we're doing. So this is what this whole area looked like before we started over here. These homeowners just bought this house, and a really big factor in their purchase of this house is the ability to put a pond down there. So everything looked like this, and this property is scattered with these really large stones. Like basically, there was a wall here. We were able to completely revamp this wall and really improve on it. And throughout all of this, we maybe picked up 100 tons of these really large rocks throughout this clearing. And let me zoom out here. We made this awesome wall all the way around. And this is the area that we cleared out. You can see it really improved the view. But if I just bring you over here, take a look at this. All right. So take a look at that view. That is just amazing. Their pond. It's gonna go right down in there. But there's a strand of trees right down there, right over here. We're gonna take all those out. You can imagine a pond extending all the way around there, behind the trees, all the way back there. So that whole area is gonna be a pond. And this is gonna be a really exciting project. Set it on the blade. Oh yeah. Started building the dam now. You may notice there's some water in the pond. It looks a lot different than that last clip. What you guys have missed now is we've dug our entire core trench, which is that trench that goes below the dam and really seals off the dam to the ground. We filled that in. We filled in the big ravine that was right in the middle, that was about 20 feet deep. It was huge. We pulled some cars out of the bottom of there. And now we started to build our dam. We still have a little bit to go on the dam. After that, we'll be on to moving topsoil, and this pond will be wrapping up very quickly. So one thing that was really important to this client was bass and catfish. He was absolutely set on having both of those in his pond. So this pond got quite deep in the middle. I believe it got to 25. There was a very, very large ravine that ran right through the middle of this pond construction site, which is going to give one channel through the middle of this pond a very deep range. One thing you might notice that we did on this pond is added in a boat ramp. Now, for this pond, he wanted to be able to go ahead and throw a boat out on there and be able to cruise along on that pond. It's quite a large pond. You're not going to be able to get everything from the bank. You're not going to be able to fish everything you could from the bank. So having that boat ramp where you can go out there on a kayak or canoe is going to make all the difference. So now that the pond construction is completed, based on the runoff, we're figuring this pond is going to fill up within about the next year, as long as we don't go into a big drought. Now, if you guys are interested in building a pond or a lake yourself, reach out to us. We'd love to consult with you and come up with a design and help you on that process. You can find all of our information in the description below, bulletproofpondandlake.com.